Hey everybody, welcome back to Just Blue and I'm Blue. I was gonna do a short and I realized I need about an extra 4 or 6 minutes than what doing a short would give me. So I wanted to come on here just for a few minutes and share something. I was thinking about, the video that posted on Tuesday. Chapter 1, healing mentally and emotionally from an unhealthy relationship. If you haven't seen that video, feel free to go back and check that out. It posted Tuesday. As I was thinking about the things that I said in that video, one of the things that stood out was choosing you and forgiving yourself. And I started thinking about that thing and I got into a vein as I thought about admitting. What are you forgiving? You have to know what you're forgiving, right? You're forgiving yourself for what? Before you can forgive yourself, you have to admit to something. From the beginning of time, it's been easy to hide things. It's been easy to sweep things under the rug and bury things so deep that you almost don't even remember. In forgiving yourself, you have to acknowledge, accept. Not accept defeat, but just accept the thing that happened. Acknowledge, accept it, admit it. Whatever it is, a relationship, a decision, a wrong direction, even something that you absolutely believed that you were supposed to do, and then later you find out that you weren't. And you just decide to bury it, never acknowledging it. Again, this is unscripted. But this is what I believe I feel led to say. You're either at a time right now, or you're coming to a time where, like, that repetitive thing that keeps happening, could it be that you haven't acknowledged it? Could it be that you haven't admitted your wrongdoing? In that video yesterday, I had to admit that I needed help. I had to admit that I messed up. I had to admit that I was in over my head. I had to confess to myself my wrongdoing. I had to acknowledge it. I had to accept it. I had to uncover it, dig it up from that grave that I buried it in, lift up that rug and clean under it, acknowledge it, admit it, and then I was able to forgive. If you're finding it hard to forgive yourself, maybe you need to search for where it went wrong. And not where it went wrong, but where you went wrong. Because in that unhealthy relationship, it wasn't just him that was wrong. I mistreated myself. Yeah, I mistreated myself. Myself trusted me to make the right decisions, and I did not. Myself trusted me to take care of us. And I had to admit that I had failed royally. So my encouragement to you tonight, well, by the time you get this video, it'll be morning. But my encouragement to you is to acknowledge and admit, accept your part in the situation. Your part in the what went wrong, where it went wrong, how it went wrong, and learn from it. Oh, yes. Ooh, learn from it. But you gotta get out of denial. Yeah. You gotta get out of denial. Hiding it, has it worked for you? I mean, has it really worked for you? Has it really? Hiding it under the rug, has it worked for you? Burying it way, 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 way back in the closet, that part of the closet that you said you'd never go in, has it worked for you? Has denial worked for you? Has pushing it off on somebody else is to blame, has it worked for you? If it's worked for you, ignore this entire, what will probably be an 8-minute video. But if you can admit that it hasn't worked for you, then please listen. Start admitting it. Embrace it. Acknowledge it. Understand it. Learn from it. And then forgive yourself. In the next story time video, which will be chapter 2, the bulldog's final bark. Chapter 2, the bulldog's final bark. And it's a short story of how I was not allowed back into college after one semester, and how 20 plus years later I accomplished a part of what I set out to do. So coming next week, chapter 2 of Just Blue, the bulldog's last bark. Until our paths cross again. And if you feel led, share this video. Comment, like or dislike, and subscribe. Until our paths cross again, remember to love unapologetically. Be kind intentionally. And be you authentically. Be well.